Hi, it's Steve Messina with Citara Systems here with another episode of IT with Dr. Steve. And on today's episode, I'm going to share my personal experience on how technology decisions you make for your company can positively or negatively impact your employees. Stay tuned. Hey, it's Steve again. Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this video. And today I'm going to share from my personal experience two stories that happened to me that demonstrate how technology decisions can impact your employees in both a positive and negative way. In one way, it could actually lead to you having to let employees go for making the wrong decision around technology implementation in your business. And in another way, it can provide quite a positive impact, not only for the employees using technology, but for your business as a whole. So let's start with the negative one first. Several years ago, I owned a physical therapy practice, hence the IT with Dr. Steve title here. And attached to that practice was a fitness center. And we had decided at one point to invest in a new technology that was around exercise equipment. And this technology was promised to us to be something that was going to help us grow our fitness business and be the best thing since sliced bread and really get people enthused about getting into fitness programs. The problem with it was a heavy cost to it. It was a heavy cost to implementing this technology. And we probably didn't do the due diligence we needed to make sure that it was really going to work for our company as well as our staff and our customers. Well, unfortunately, we jumped the gun and we incurred a cost that was significant to our business and certainly didn't see anywhere near the returns we needed to justify the expense that we had to pay out over several years on a lease of this new technological equipment that we invested in. And that really impacted not only our fitness business, it impacted our physical therapy business, because at the time our physical therapy business was carrying our fitness business from a financial standpoint, and we now had a much larger cost that burdened us, burdened the physical therapy practice to cover for the fitness company. And we certainly tried for a year to make up that cost. It didn't work. And we were led to a position of having to make a tough choice on one of our key personnel. And this person was a very good friend of mine, somebody that we brought in because we trusted, we knew he'd do a great job, and he was doing a great job for our physical therapy practice. And unfortunately, we had to let him go because we just didn't have the financial capability to keep up with our expenses on both businesses. And that was a really tough decision for me, and it was something that made me feel awful, because here is somebody that I was friends with, and fortunately I'm still friends with, who I had to let go, who had a family, who had two sons getting ready to go to college, who I was putting in a tough situation, and primarily because of nothing he did, but because primarily of a bad decision that we made around technology. And that really haunted me for a long time. Fortunately, my friend ended up eventually opening up his own practice down the street from mine. Good for him. Never begrudged him for that. And over the years, I've been able to put myself in a position where I've able to offer some connections, assistance in different ways, especially in my new role in this technology business, where I tried to make it up to him a little bit. But at the end of the day, we're still friends, and I'm grateful for that. But it was really something that was a horrible decision to make in light of choosing the wrong technology. So that's the negative example. Positive example, several years after that, we had been approached by an IT service company about their services. And we had our IT guy. We had a guy who worked for us for 20 years managing our technology. Unfortunately, as our company grew, he wasn't able to keep up. And we started to run into issues with our various computers in our practices. Our staff was complaining about slow login time, slow internet speed, just multitude of issues that would come up. They'd put in support tickets, wouldn't get responded to in time. And finally, we said, okay, let's look at this other company. And this other company showed us a process that certainly looked great on paper and looked like it would do everything we needed to do to make our tech system better. However, it was a much bigger investment in monthly tech management services than we were currently paying. So of course we went back to our current provider and told him what was going on, and he made all these promises. And he told us he charged us a little bit more, but he'd get everything up to speed and he'd keep up with the work and so forth. So we allowed him to do it. And really after a month we realized this wasn't going to happen. It didn't work. We knew we made a mistake, and so we went back to the IT provider that came to us in the first place, who was going to offer us a better solution, and we allowed them to do so. And they did. And we noticed our staff was much happier with the computers, our internet speeds were improved, our response time to any support tickets that we had in place was almost immediate. We were far more protected in terms of our cybersecurity, which is important because we needed to be HIPAA compliant for our practice. And most of all, we actually saved our data because our server was about to crash when we actually hired this service. And if we hadn't hired them at the time we did, we may have lost everything and our company would have been in severe trouble, and that would have impacted all of our employees in a bad way. Fortunately, this company came in and saved us and made our employees and our staff much happier in terms of using technology in the practice. So those are just two examples I want to share with you today on how technology decisions for your company can make an impact on your own employees and how they view your business. And obviously you don't want to lose employees because of making poor technology choices. I've personally seen it happen, and it's not a good thing, and I certainly wouldn't recommend it for you. If you'd like to improve your technology management or are ready to make an investment in a way that's going to keep your employees happy and improve your profits on top of it, give us a call at 508-532-0837 or visit us on the web at citarasystems.com. Thanks for watching.